Daughters Until Devils, Chapter 18. An hour later, Ma and I were sharing thick slices of salted pork that Pa purchased in town. The crisping meat splits enthusiastically when I turned it with my fork, and it was a lovely smell. Ma has apologized for getting cross with me at least 4 times since I came from outside, and after finding me a dry dress to wear, hugged me tight and told me she loved me. I paid close attention to my breathing, kept it long and slow. Joanne and Emily used wooden forks to smash the potatoes we boiled previously into smooth, creamy mush against the sides of the bowls. The seams rise from the mash as they stirred in a boiled garlic clove and spoonfuls of seasoning. Charles set out plates of cold cornmeal cakes left over from lunch and smears them with honey. Once the meal is out of the pan, we use a little of a starchy potato water to loosen the brown meat bits in the pan for gravy. Not even I can resist the unbeatable power of hot, filling meal. We listen to Ma and Pa exchange lighthearted chatter while we eat about things like hunting some deer meat from the woods or attempting an apple pie in the new fireplace. Since it's so roomy and everything, Charles stick the hot pork grease from his fingers sticks, and Ma doesn't even scold him for it. Afterwards, we lie around with full bellies, drunk from all the food, and Pa pulls out his old fiddle to play and sing us a tune about fishing for trout with a big fat worm. We clap along to the fast-pitched jig. Ma hands Lace over to Hannah to guide her so she can join along, and the baby falls into a fit of giggles. Despite not to spoil the mood, I take special care to keep it far away from her so she doesn't fall into another fit. By Pa's fourth song, a slow, beautiful piece about twinkling stars and black blanket of the sky, the baby is lying against Ma's shoulders and sleeping, her thick lashes against her cheeks. I wonder if she'll ever love me again. Bedtime comes not long after that, and Ma gently takes the sleeping baby and lies her on the far side of the mattress where they share with Pa. Joanne, Charles, Emily, and I line up on our own mattress, and all face the same way so we can trickle the backs of each other's necks and shoulders until we are too tired to lift our arms. I keep breathing, keep repeating Emily's words to myself. Everything will be alright. The room's quiet and heavy breathing gets replaced by snores. I find myself drifting out to the faint red glow of dying fireplace, lingering smell of crispy seasoned porks and freshly built floor. Maybe it won't be too hard to ignore all that happened if it goes away now, fades away like a bad dream. Just like Henry, my baby, last thought before I fall asleep is my baby was a girl, I would named her Emily. Hannah's screaming. It feels like only a second has passed, but the fire has completely dead now. The baby cries, tears through the pitch black that surrounds us. They aren't like normal cries either. It's louder and harder than anything I've ever heard any child scream in my entire life. She's in unbearable pain. What is Ma's voice cuts off when the screams intensify. The children and Emily all sit up in a sleep panic. My Ma suddenly screaming right along with the baby. Light a candle, my lord, Hannah. There's something all over Hannah. What happened? Joanne cried from the side and blindly grabs me in the dark. I pull her shrinking body close to my own, but Pa darts across the dark cabin, trips over the rocking chair, and 10 seconds more, he screams, scrambling to light the oil lamp from the corner of the room. Suddenly, the light flickers on. The room is filled with the softest yellow glow, hardly enough to see clear, but Joanne But I tell Joanne to hug Charles while I scramble up and make my way over to the still screaming Hannah. She sounds to be completely ingrown, and from where I sit and from where I stand, I can see that she is flailing against the mattress hard. The closer I get, the more confused I become. The baby appears to be covered in a shimmering black liquid. I follow the trail of it that spills over the side of the mattress, squinting and reaching out to touch it. I poke my fingers into the black just as Paul reaches the bed. The light from the chiaroscuro lamp shows me the truth just in time. It's not liquid covering Hannah and the bed around her, and Ma realizes that in the same instant I do. We both scream.